remember when the block was different, man. Corner stores and old heads with wisdom plans before the changes came and swept away the neighborhood I knew back in the day. Mama worked 2 jobs just to pay rent. Pops was ghost, but his lessons still cement in my mind when I walk these empty streets where we used to run wild, now concrete meets. Only memories of what we used to be. Kids with nothing but our creativity. Making beats from boxes in the alley. Now they building condos where we used to rally. Back in the days when we had nothing but time. Back in the days when the world felt mine. Now I'm looking back and I can't deny. Those were the days before we learned to cry. Back in the days. Back in the days when we found our ways. Used to cipher late until the morning came. Spitting rhymes about struggle and about pain. Never knew that life would hit this hard. Playing basketball in schoolyard. Friends I used to know are doing time. Some are gone, some lost their minds to crime. But I kept writing, kept my head up high, even when the tears would cloud my eyes. Watching mothers cry for sons they lost. Counting every dollar, knowing the cost of staying real when the world was fake. Making moves for my family's sake. Back in the days when we had nothing but time. Back in the days when the world felt mine. Now I'm looking back and I can't deny. Those were the days before we learned to cry. Back in the days. Back in the days when we found our ways. Now I'm older, wiser, but I miss the simplicity of ignorant bliss. When all we needed was a beat and flow. Before we learned what we didn't know. Walking through the hood, it ain't the same. Different faces, different kinds of pain. But the struggle stays consistent through time. That's why I keep telling stories through rhyme. For the kids who think they got no shot. Show them where I came from, show them what it means to rise above your circumstance. Give the past respect, give the future chance. I remember when my voice was small. Now they listen when I stand up tall. Speaking truth about these concrete ways. Keeping memories of better days. Back in the days when we had nothing but time. Back in the days when the world felt mine. Now I'm looking back and I can't deny. Those were the days before we learned to cry. Back in the days. Back in the days when we found our ways. Back in the days. Back in the days, yeah, when we were young and played. Yo, check it out. I'm writing to tomorrow, tomorrow. Letter to tomorrow, tomorrow. Yeah, but dear future me, I'm scribbling these words in 92. Wondering if you made it out the struggle, if you grew from the kid who used to stare out project window panes. Dreaming about tomorrow, tomorrow through the chains. I'm writing to tomorrow, sending thoughts ahead in time. Hoping that you'll read this when you're past your prime. The block is hot today, but I'm cooler than the breeze. Letter to tomorrow, tomorrow if you please. Dear tomorrow, tomorrow, tell me how you been. Did you make it past the violence and the original sin? Dear tomorrow, tomorrow, answer if you can. Did the boy become the artist or just another man? Tomorrow, 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 tomorrow. I'm writing to tomorrow with these intricate designs, weaving through the verses with these intricate lines. The cipher's getting heated, spitting fire through my teeth. But tomorrow, tomorrow lies underneath. Will you remember when we used to battle in the park? When hip-hop was our salvation in the dark. I'm sending you these memories wrapped tight inside my flow. Letter to tomorrow, tomorrow let me know. Every bar I spit today becomes your yesterday. Every rhyme I write today becomes your DNA. Tomorrow, tomorrow, tomorrow. Tomorrow, tomorrow, tomorrow.
Dear tomorrow, tomorrow, tell me how you been. Did you make it past the violence and the original sin? Dear tomorrow, tomorrow, answer if you can. Did the boy become the artist or just another man? Tomorrow, 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 tomorrow. Time moves in circles, cycles never end. The letter that I'm writing to my future friend is really just a mirror of the past I left behind. Tomorrow, tomorrow's always on my mind. Tomorrow, now I'm older, wishing I could write back to the kid, tell him older things that time and trials never did. That tomorrow, tomorrow ain't promised to no one, but the letters that we leave are battles that we won through the beats and through the rhymes, through the tears and through the grind. Letter to tomorrow, forever out my mind. So if you're reading it from somewhere down the line, know tomorrow, tomorrow's yours and mine. Letter to tomorrow, tomorrow. I'm writing to tomorrow. Letter to tomorrow, tomorrow. Writing tomorrow, tomorrow, tomorrow. Tomorrow, 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 tomorrow.
Yo, let me tell you about the way I move. When I step up in the place, you can feel my groove. It's the energy that hits you in your chest, makes your heart beat fast, put you to the test. I ain't talking about no magic or no tricks, just raw feeling when the rhythm hits. You can see it in my walk, hear it in my voice. When I'm in the room, you ain't got no choice. Can you feel my vibe? Feel my vibe running through your body like a live wire. Can you feel my vibe? Feel my vibe setting all your senses straight on fire. Can you feel my vibe? Feel my vibe, that electric shock that makes you higher. Can you feel my vibe? Feel my vibe. Tell me, can you feel what I desire? When the bass drops low, when the snare hits hard, that's the moment when I play my card. I can make you move without touching your skin, just the power of the beat that I bring within. Look into my eyes, you can see the spark, that same energy lighting up the dark. It's contagious like a fever in the night, spreading through the crowd, making everything right. Can you feel my vibe? Feel my vibe running through your body like a live wire. Can you feel my vibe? Feel my vibe setting all your senses straight on fire. Can you feel my vibe? Feel my vibe, that electric shock that makes you higher. Can you feel my vibe? Feel my vibe, tell me, can you feel what I desire? Don't fight it, let it take control. Feel it moving through your soul, from your head down to your toes. That's the way my energy flows. Can't fake it, can't pretend. This is real until the end. When you feel it, you will know. That's my vibe about to blow. So the next time that you see me coming through, just remember what this feeling's gonna do. Gonna lift you up and make you feel alive. That's the power of my natural vibe. No pills, no drinks, no artificial high. Just pure energy that money can't buy. So tell me now before I walk away, did you feel my vibe here today? Can you feel my vibe? Feel my vibe running through your body like a live wire. Can you feel my vibe? Feel my vibe setting all your senses straight on fire. Can you feel my vibe? Feel my vibe, that electric shock that makes you higher. Can you feel my vibe? Feel my vibe, tell me, can you feel what I desire? Yeah, lady. Can you feel my vibe? 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 That's my vibe, baby. Feel my vibe. Yo,
Back then we had principles, shit was different. Now these cats talk big, but they ain't really with it. Remember when respect meant something more than flexing? Now everybody fake, got me second guessing. Used to be about the art, now it's all about the paper. Old heads warn me about these fucking flavor of the month capers. Corner store wisdom, that's where I learned the game. Now these young cats don't even know from where they came.
You don't remember how it used to be back when we meant what we said.
Back then meant something, now it don't. Back then was real, now it won't. Back then we stood for what was right. Now you just run when it's time to fight. Back then meant something. Back then was real. Back then. Fuck the structure, let me break this down different. Your generation's soft, mine was harder, more resistant. Speaking fragments cause the truth don't need full sentences. Block parties, boom boxes, that was our deliverance. Before the internet destroyed authentic communication. Hip-hop was revolution, not this commercial imitation. You betrayed everything, what we built from nothing. Sold it for some change.
Tell me how we lost our way. When did realness fade away?
Yo.
Used to mean what we would say. Now it's all just games we play.
Yo. Back then meant something, now I don't. Back then was real, now I won't. Back then we stood for what was right. Now you just run when it's time to fight. Back then meant something. Back then was real. Back then.
You don't remember, do you? How it felt to believe in something back then. Yeah. Yeah.
Back then.